Hey there folks, here's a look at the next 3 things I'm tracking. For the next several days, it will continue to be very hot and it will turn stormy as we head into tomorrow. As always, we're tracking the tropics this time of year, but by this time next week, we could be talking about some cooler temperatures, maybe even our first taste of fall this year. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the tropics. Here's Category 3 Hurricane Erin. Yesterday, winds were at 140 miles an hour. Right now, they're at 115. It's continuing to spin and slow down as it does so. Again, it will curve out to sea here shortly over the next few days, going very slowly, maybe fluctuating in intensity, but the impacts for the U.S. will be rip current threats. In fact, off of Wrightsville Beach in North Carolina yesterday, there were something like 70 water rescues. So that's something really to keep mindful of if you're anywhere along the East Coast. Otherwise, the Atlantic conga line of potential development is still happening with waves off of Africa. We've got a low chance of development for this yellow blob there. Now, this orange blob does look likely to develop. It's got a 60% chance over the next week, but a very low chance over the next 48 hours as the low has yet to move into the favorable area of development. For now, though, we're nice outside, 73. Definitely a warm, muggy morning, maybe seeing some fog out there. Keep an eye on that, but as we go into the afternoon, we'll be keeping an eye out for maybe a scattered storm or two. For the most part, I think we're dry into the afternoon. Plenty of sunshine out there, but again, we could have an isolated shower or maybe a storm out there. But by 6 p.m. early in the evening, we're dry, and we'll continue to stay mostly dry overnight, maybe a shower before tomorrow afternoon. We have a much more organized chance for rain that comes along this cold front. I expect a line of storms to move through, and a couple of which could be strong, maybe bringing some gusty winds, definitely some torrential rain and a lot of lightning. And as long as that boundary stays over us, it will continue to fuel rain chances into the next few days. That's why we've got a big dip in temperatures here, getting back into the lower 90s for the next several days after today and tomorrow. And looking even further ahead, looking like next week, we could be talking about our first real taste of fall. We could be seeing much less humidity, and we could be talking about highs in the upper 80s and some nights in the mid 60s ahead. But we've got to get through the heat today. Again, a heat advisory before rain chances increase tomorrow through the end of the week.